Hey Davor, can I start trading with just $1,000?
Of course you can. Many people think that you need thousands and thousands of dollars to start trading. Actually, you can start below $1,000, but it all depends on the risk management you're willing to take. Here's the rule in trading. If you have bigger amount of money, you're risking less. If you have smaller amount of money, you're risking more. People who start, they can start with even with $100, but here's the thing. They over leverage their accounts. So in order for you to have more funds, is going to mean that you're going to be less riskier in trading. But yes, the answer is yes, you can start trading with just $1,000 or even less.
Hey Davor, what's your biggest mistake in Forex trading that you made in your career?
Thinking that I know it all. The moment I started thinking that I have figured out the market, that I don't need anybody else, that I don't need any more mentors, that I don't need community, that I don't need tools, that I can do everything by myself, I lost the biggest amount of money ever in my life. Overconfidence and emotions cost me the whole account I was building for 4 years. But luckily, I have the tools, I have the knowledge, I have mentors, people around me, the community. So I started climbing back up and gained this money back up. So I made the profits back. So, but whatever you do in the beginning, don't think that you will figure it out in just 2 weeks or a couple months.
Do you have mentors?
Of course. First, when I started trading, I thought, oh shit, I don't need any mentors. I'll go on YouTube and I check everything. I'll go on Instagram with all these guys with bling bling watches, with all the Lambos out there. And I just gonna buy their course and I'm gonna be rich. That did not happen, guys. And I don't want you to get me wrong. You cannot succeed in skill called trading without mentors. There's no freaking way. You need somebody to guide you. You need somebody who is successful, not just successful by having a Lambo. You need somebody who can show you a track record that they actually are making a money on live account. If they don't show you that, fuck their Lambo. Don't do business with them.
What would you do if Forex trading doesn't exist?
Shit, I don't know. I know, I'm just kidding. I would do network marketing. I started doing network marketing in 2012. That was the best decision in my life that I made. And by doing it 2 years professionally, I was able to quit my job. That was second best decision that I made. And since then, I've been part of the network marketing industry, which has been a huge blessing for me. And I'm so grateful for it that I met it, because it didn't just help me and teach me to do any kind of sales or sell something to someone else. Is it lotions, potions, trading signals, whatever it is, doesn't matter. The product is not what matters. What matters that I have been able to change my whole life. I was able to transform my whole life through this industry. I was able to get into the personal development. I became a different, better person, but yet I was able to help other people, average people, to change or transform their lives.
How much money are students making in average?
All depends what's the capital they're starting with. But let's say last month, we had a student, he's a farmer. He drives tractor, he's doing land farming. He never traded before in his life. Last month, from our funded accounts, from the trading challenges, he got paid out $5,200 and something out. That was the best month from our students this year, I think. But we have students that are making, all depends, are they using signals, are they using copy trading systems? But in average, they're making between $1,000, $3,000. Some are making up to $10,000 a month.
What would you do if you only have 1,000 euros?
With 1,000 euros, I would not invest the whole 1,000 euros. What I would do, I would start educating myself. First, I would join a community that has track record, that has knowledge, that can support you, and that can help you learn the things, the skills that you need in order to either succeed in trading or learn how to sell something, because these are the two skills, the most important skills that you need to make money. And also, I will buy some of the books that can help you learn about finance, about networking with people, because you cannot do anything on yourself. You need to network with other people.
What is the biggest purchase that you made and you regret it?
Biggest purchase? Oh, shit, I don't know. I've never been crazy with some kind of ridiculous purchasings, but I cannot recall, because, the money I invest, either, you know, it's in business or memories. I like to travel. I travel, but you know, the biggest stupid purchase, I don't know.
What is the biggest amount of money that you made in a
One
single
day,
day?
the most money I made, I cannot think of exactly, but it was roughly over $3,000.
You had to start from zero again. What do you do?
I would do all the steps that I did, exactly what I did, but more careful, and would be careful with people who I choose to get into my business.
How much money you made the most in your one day?
Like every disciplined trader, you need to have a stop loss, and don't over leverage the account. So I don't risk over 2% on any trade, and I use stop loss. Except if it's a lower risk trade that I'm using, like a swing trade, then I'm not using a stop loss because I'm letting this swing and run, waiting for a managing trade. So meaning that the only case I'm not using a stop loss is if it's a low risk trade, maybe 0.15, 0.2% per account, and I'm letting this trade run into negative floating, then taking a managing trade.
How to learn Forex trading quick?
There's no quick way, bro. So anyone who thinks that they can just learn the highest paying skill in the financial world in just 2 weeks, they're fucking wrong. Guys, don't let anybody fool you that in just 1 month or 2 months you will become an expert. People go to school 4 years to become a doctor, then 4 years to specialize in something particular. Let's put it this way: being a professional and successful trader doesn't mean that you can be successful if you're a professional, but being a successful trader is equal to being a top 1% heart surgeon. So you cannot just say, I want to be a surgeon. Shit, give me somebody I can cut him and I'm just gonna open their heart up and you know, make a successful surgery. That's not gonna happen. So you need time. But what I would do, you know, I would tell you, anybody, invest at least 1 to 3 years to learn the skills. This is the highest paying skill in the world. And if you learn it the right way, this skill will pay you for a lifetime.
How long did it take to you and your students to become profitable in Forex trading?
Well, in my first 3 months, I made some money, then I lost some money, made, then lost. But right now, what we are doing with the whole app platform that we are teaching people how to start being profitable, I can say in average person that never traded, they can learn it in about 2 or 3 months and be consistently profitable. But by using mentors, following the educations, and being disciplined.
What's the common trading myth that you want to debunk?
Trading will get you rich overnight. Never. So a lot of people are entering trading, and I can see that especially on funded accounts. Somebody who doesn't have capital to trade, and then they enter Forex arena, they get access to 100K, 200K funded account, and then they start acting like fucking lunatics and like over leveraging 2, 3, 5 lots on gold and just blowing the account. And they're never traded before. Maybe they just, you know, started something and they weren't successful. So meaning that you cannot do these things fast. There's a saying. It says, impatient trader is paying always the patient one. So if you are impatient, if you want to get everything, quickly, I need the money, I need the funds, I need to make this money, you will lose. I can 100% guarantee that you will lose. So start being disciplined, because it will not happen overnight. Put in the time. If you're willing to put in 4 years to get high school, 4 years to get a degree, 4 years to specialize, 40 years to work on a fucking job, 9 to 5, then you can put in months and months and months, be consistent, and be rich.
How do you stay motivated during losing streaks?
Well, I stay motivated by looking at my goals. First of all, I started doing this to escape. I was not motivated to start this journey. I was in pain that I will work the rest of my life 9 to 5 for like lousy salary and hate my life. And I was escaping from that. So This is what motivates me. My pain is my drive. My goals are my drive. And whenever I feel bad, whenever I have a losing streak, I stop it, go out, don't trade for day, two, maybe even like a week. I rest. I go to gym, I meditate. So it's not just one thing. It's workout, meditation, nature, analyzing what I did, and realizing the responsibility that I was responsible for this and how can I do better. If you just take responsibility for your actions and analyze and see how can you do better, you will stay motivated. Because I wanted to quit many times, of course. And if you just think about, hey, if I quit this journey now, what will I do? Where can you get paid 6 figures on a job by doing it like 5-6 hours a day? There's no freaking way. The only industry that I saw is if you do some kind of online business, because online is scalable, or trading. This is 2 things that I saw that can help you get out of the rat race. And I'm doing both. And I can teach you how to do the same.
What tools or softwares you recommended for beginners in Forex trading?
Well, we have a couple of sets of tools. For beginners, I always tell them, hey, use our copy trading, because with the copy trading, the professionals will do everything for you. So you will be profitable from the very beginning. It will not depend on your skills. Somebody more skillful than you will do that. And we have algorithms for that. So we connect you on this system. And then second thing is we get you on our app, because in this app you have access to 15 plus educators. You have access to community chats, to groups, private mentorship with me. You have access to signals, something that we call tap to trade, crypto automation as well, and also funded accounts. So all of that, live events, all of that. So these are the tools that we use to help us be more profitable, be more successful. You will not get out there and be successful without tools. Like you go to mechanic, he can have the best knowledge in the world, but if he doesn't have the wrench to unscrew your wheel, he will not be successful. He cannot change your wheel because he doesn't have the tools. He has the knowledge, but you need the tools as well.
What is your 3 best purchases that you made in your life?
3 best purchases that I made in my life was education into my personal development, education into finance, and probably a good car, because I do online business. And when people see you in a shitty car, they don't want to do business with you. So having a good car can help you in this industry. Yes, also a good watch will help you as well, because people are like this. I don't like to flash around with things like many Instagram gurus do. That's why I say I'm not your trading guru. But here's the thing, if you talk about results, people will say, hey, why do you have a $100 watch or you have a $20,000 watch? Why do you have a shitty car or you have a really good car? All depends, in eyes of, somebody who's looking at you, because there's a stigma of, if you're successful, you need to have an expensive watch, you need to have an expensive car. It's not that true, because I don't invest all my money into liabilities. I invest the money into assets. But yeah, these assets have been, these liabilities have been really good assets for me, because I'm in this kind of industry. So, don't just go buy a good car that you cannot maybe afford just because you want to, flash or show off to your neighbors. You don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. What you need is invest into your business, that your business can grow. That's why I did it. But the most important investment is into education. Learn how to make more money. Learn how you can be better. That will help you get out of the rat race.